my kings, queens, and fellow non-binary leaders, and welcome back after a rather long pause. This video is long overdue, and I apologize sincerely for that. Those who are here from my main channel already know a little bit about the situation, but to give you an abridged version, I have a neighbor that threatened me, and I had to file a police report, and that whole thing got me out of my rhythm a lot. So I had to take a step back and take care of my mental health, and also of the channel that actually contributes to my college funds. Furthermore, I think most of you will have noticed that with the last video I had some kind of technical issue. And here's the thing, I still don't know why or what exactly happened. I did change a couple of my settings, and now I hope it will work again. I pray that it'll work again, and yeah. We'll see if it does. I'm trying my very best here. I did a couple of tests because I didn't want to record this and then realize that it still looks awful, but not being able to give my genuine reaction to My Hero Academia episode 5, because that's what we're doing today. And I am genuinely so excited. I was so stressed that I couldn't record these, because I wanted to know what was happening. Like, he was just accepted into the school, into UA, which finally, and yeah, I want to know how it continues. So let's do that before anything else happens.
Check out the results from the exam.
Wow, the first place student didn't even have rescue points.
He took down those faux villains like an ace. When most of the other examinees were running from the big obstacle, he stayed focused on letting the smaller targets get in close and then counterattacking. That kid is tough.
On the opposite end, the 7th place student had 0 villain points.
He's not the first UA hopeful to take out that giant robot. It's been a while since I saw someone blow it away with one attack.
But at what cost? Did you see how badly he injured himself? If you ask me, it's like his body isn't used to his quirk.
Okay, real quick, if you are here for my main channel, you might also have seen my TikTok/YouTube short with my boyfriend who cosplayed Aizawa, and this is the first time I'm seeing him, so I'm very excited right now. I know that my boyfriend very much likes this character, so I'm hoping it'll just be... I'm hoping I get to know him more. I'm so curious. He looks so tired. So done with life.
The night after I opened my UA acceptance letter, he finally got in touch with me again.
Hi, All Might!
Chill out, kid!
All Might's here!
Way to blow my cover! Say it was a mistake!
I was just kidding! Nothing to see here! I wanted an autograph!
Jeez. Such a convincing actor. Oh my god.
Congrats on getting in.
I couldn't have done it without your help.
Oh, speaking of which, I didn't tell anyone at UA that I've been training you or anything. Really? I wasn't one of the judges and I didn't pull any strings for you. You earned that spot all on your own.
Wow, thanks for telling me. I'm glad to hear that.
That's so sweet.
Oh yeah, I was really surprised to hear you're gonna be a teacher at UA this year. I was wondering what brought you here all of a sudden. After all, your agency is in Minato, Tokyo, and everyone
Getting
knows...
creepy. School didn't want me telling anyone about the job until they made an official announcement. It seemed like fortuitous timing. An easy way to find someone new to inherit One for All. I was on a long hunt for a successor.
So that's it. He was originally planning to give it to a UA student. Someone who was strong. Who already had a quirk.
My goodness. Deku. I'm just calling him Deku. I'm sorry. Everything else I seem to forget. Deku. But he gave it to you, so stop doubting yourself. I know it's hard. I have anxiety myself. Doesn't change from one day to the other, but like, he chose you. You have it now. Nothing's gonna change that.
power completely wrecked my body, and all I did was jump and throw one punch. I can't control it. What do I do?
You'll learn to manage it in time. Hoping to master it right away is like asking a baby to run a marathon. You still have to go through the process of learning how to walk.
Yeah. Wait, you knew I was gonna get hurt that badly?
Well, we were in a time crunch. But it turned out all right. Plus, now you know what you're dealing with.
Somehow I am concerned that he is going to take on a teacher role at the school, if that's his method of teaching. That reminds me very much of like How to Train Your Dragon. I only know the German names, but like learning by doing in the worst possible way.
Right now, your quirk is either all or nothing. One day, you'll learn how to control your output. Then you'll be able to adjust exactly how much power you're using.
I just need control?
You're overflowing with energy at the moment. With training, your body will hold it better. Then it's yours to command.
Oh god. I'm not getting used to this
really is All Might.
transition.
Wait, where's the from?
Now we run!
Okay!
The torch I passed on to you is but a small flame right now. In time, it will be kindled until you wield a raging inferno. The more powerful you become, the more you'll outshine me. Eventually, I'll retire, my job complete. Deep stuff, All Might.
Izuku, you're all set?
Yeah,
Are you sure? You didn't just pack action figures, right?
I have everything. Now I gotta go. I don't want to be late.
Izuku,
What?
Oh, she's so sweet.
I'm really proud of you, son.
Stop
That
it.
day, I began my high school career. I'll see you soon. The acceptance rate that year was just as small as it always had been. 1 in 300. 4 people got in because of recommendations, and 36 through the regular exams. We were split into 2 classes of 20 students each.
It's just 40 students? Holy shit, that is very few. Is he gonna be in one class with Bakugo?
S1 1A. Come on, where is it? There! Man, this thing is huge. Are
Oh
there
my God.
giants here? The most promising students in the country are waiting behind this door. Maybe we're in different classes. Maybe everyone in here is nice.
Take your feet off of that desk now! Huh? It's the first day and you're already disrespecting this academy by scuffing school property, you cretin!
You're kidding me, right? Your old school put a stick up your ass? Or were you born with it?
Suddenly I like Bakugo. I don't know, I feel it's fitting that the 2 characters I like the least so far are getting in into an argument. Wonderful.
My luck.
Let's start over. I'm Tenya Ida from the Somei Private Academy.
Somei, huh? So you must think you're better than me. I'm gonna have fun tearing you a new one.
You would threaten me? Your own classmate? Are you sure you're in the right place?
Huh.
It's him.
Hi!
Good morning! My name is Tenya Ida
Yeah,
from the...
I know. I'm
Suddenly
Izuku
he's nice.
Midoriya. It's super nice to meet you.
Midoriya, you realized that there was something more to the practical exam, didn't you? You must...
Okay, look, I can appreciate a certain amount of like discipline, and obviously I appreciate that he's nice now. But why? Again, he's projecting so much onto others that they are just out for their own gain that he doesn't even realize that a person could have just been nice and wanting to save someone. I don't like that about him. Let's hope for character development. Yes.
be very perceptive, and I completely misjudged you. I admit, as a student, you're far superior to me.
I find that hard to believe.
Hey, I recognize that messed up hair.
Oh
Bowling
my God,
boy.
Oh my gosh, it's that nice girl who talked to me. She looks good in that uniform.
Surprised. That punch was amazing.
Oh, hey, hi! Oh my gosh, so, I should probably be thanking you for going in and talking to him.
Huh? How'd you know about that?
Oh, what?
She
I can't
is
believe we have
so
not
cute.
one but 2 students from our school heading off to UA. And to think you're one of them, Midoriya, it's a miracle.
What did you do to pass the exam? You must have cheated somehow, right? I'm supposed to be the first and only student from this crappy school to get into UA, but you had to go and screw that all up! I warned you not to apply!
Kachan? Someone I look up to told me that I can become a hero. That's why I applied. That's why I'm going. Like it or not, you can't stop me!
I'm gonna ruin that little bastard.
And here, for a moment, I started to like him. Well, can't forget about that.
Right after I figure out how he got in.
What do you think we're doing today besides orientation? I wonder what our teachers are like. I can't wait to meet everybody.
I would be
If
her.
you're just here to make friends, then you can pack up your stuff now.
What the fuck?
Welcome to UA's hero course.
What is that thing?
He is incredibly tired. Tired of life. A lot. He looks like an overgrown caterpillar. And I heard about this moment. I have never seen anything of it beside a sticker at the convention I went to, but I did not expect this kind of introduction to this character. I wonder what his quirk is.
It took 8 seconds before you all shut up. That's not gonna work. Time is precious. Rational students would understand that.
Who is this guy? If he's here, then he must be some kind of pro. But he looks so worn out. What's his deal?
Hello, I'm Shota Aizawa, your teacher.
Our teacher?
Right, let's get to it. Put these on and head outside.
How many of them does he have in his sleeping bag? How big is that sleeping bag?
UA's course doesn't follow the normal academic path. Get the wrong homeroom teacher and life is hell.
What? A quirk assessment test? But orientation, we're gonna miss it.
If you really want to make the big leagues, you can't waste time on pointless ceremonies. Here at UA, we're not tethered to traditions. That means that I get to run my class however I see fit. You've been taking standardized tests most...
Wait. Okay, hold on a second. I saw that hair that is half white, half red. I'm excited. Is it noticeable? I heard of him and I know nothing about him except, does he have some kind of ice or fire powers or both? I don't know, but I heard that I'm supposed to like him. I heard mixed opinions, some of my friends liking him, some don't, but in a few fan arts I saw, he was compared to Kenma from Haikyuu, which is for me like a very good sign, and now I'm very curious. I also heard that I'm supposed to like pink-haired girl and red-haired dude. So I'm excited. Oh my god, we're getting to know new characters. Okay, I'm good.
most of your lives. But you never got to use your quirks in physical exams before. The country's still trying to pretend we're all created equal by not letting those...
Oh my god, he's Zuko! But as a hero student. Oh my god, there is an invisible guy. And is that the frog girl? The points are pointing, they're connecting.
with the most power excel. It's not rational.
Bubble?
One day the Ministry of Education will learn. Bakugo, you managed to get the most points on the entrance exam. What was your farthest distance throw with a softball when you were in junior high?
67 meters, I think.
I wouldn't know that.
Try doing it with your quirk. Anything goes, just stay in the circle. Go on. You're wasting our time.
All right, man, you asked for it. I'll add a little heat to my pitch and drop their jaws.
Whoa.
All of you need to know your maximum capabilities. It's the most rational way of figuring out your potential as a pro hero.
Whoa, 705 meters? Are you kidding me?
She looks cool.
Way to go! That looks like fun!
She looks
This
also
is
cool.
what I'm talking about, using our quirks as much as we want!
So this looks fun, huh? You have 3 years here to become a hero. You think it's all gonna be games and playtime? Idiots. Today you'll compete in 8 physical tests to gauge your potential. Whoever comes in last has none and will be expelled immediately.
Ah, goodness.
Oh, crappy Garaizawa. Midoriya's gonna be singled out from the start.
Immediate expulsion? 8 tests? Oh crap, not good. I can only use one for all at either 0 or 100% right now. I don't have any control yet.
Like I said, I get to decide how this class runs. Understand? If that's a problem, you can head home right now.
I didn't even realize Pretty Boy was also part of the squad. And Aizawa is apparently unhinged. Well, I'm interested in how this is gonna go.
A huge test on the first day of school? What the crap am I gonna do?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
You can't send one of us home! I mean, we just got here. Even if it wasn't the first day, that isn't fair!
Oh, and you think natural disasters are? Or power-hungry villains, Or catastrophic accidents that wipe out whole cities? No, the world is full of unfairness. It's a hero's job to try to combat that unfairness.
Look, I know where he's coming from, but it makes very little sense to me. First of all, because to say the world is unfair is the logical conclusion mustn't be let's keep it that way, or that's why you have to accept it. It would, in my mind at least, be more rational to try to conquer that. And second of all, if it's a hero's task to work against this unfairness, as he says, wouldn't it be best to have the most possibilities? Like, the more good and talented heroes you have, the better, right? Am I getting this wrong? So by this learning method, you might potentially expel someone who just had a bad day, but could have become an incredible hero. Am I interpreting too much into this? This doesn't seem logical to me. There is actually a word in philosophy for it, but I sadly only know the German part of it, and if I remember to look it up, I might insert it here. Ein naturalistischer Fehlschluss, which basically means to say something is this way and this is why it's correct, and that doesn't seem right to me.
If you want to be a pro, you're gonna have to push yourself to the brink. For the next 3 years, UA will throw one terrible hardship after another at you. So go beyond, plus ultra style. Show me it's no mistake that you're here.
I don't approve of this kind of hazing, but UA's the top hero program. I have no choice.
Time to blow these nerds away.
Now then, we're just wasting time by talking. Let the games begin.
Runners, on your marks! Ready? 3.04 seconds.
At 50 meters, I can only get up to 3rd gear.
Tenya Ida, his quirk, Engine. As you can see, his legs are pretty dang fast.
Well,
Okay, this is now nothing about his character, but just that design. Oh my god. Whew. Slightly horrifying.
he's definitely in his element, but speed won't help him in every test.
I'll lighten up my clothes. Oh, and my shoes too.
Ochako Uraraka. Her quirk, zero gravity.
I love her.
She can nullify the gravitational pull of anything she touches. But if she uses her power too much, she totally hurls.
5.49 seconds. 7.15 seconds. in junior high.
Nice attempts, Mon ami. But you're just not showing enough panache. Let your powers shine!
Yuga Aoyama! His quirk, Naval Laser! That's right, a belly button laser! But he can't shoot it forever.
5.51 seconds.
Shooting my
still
beautiful
not.
beam for more than
Yes.
a second hurts my tummy.
What a tool. Testing the upper limits of their powers helps me assess their room for growth. It becomes clear what they can and can't do, their true potential.
And see, that is almost fine. I don't think it is clever to determine someone's potential based on one test. You think standardized tests are pretty outdated. I think a good example of that is Finland, where they have very little standardized tests, and their students are among the best of the world. But aside from that, assessing where they are at right now and what their strengths and weaknesses are is a very good idea in teaching, I think. I'm not a teacher. However, just based on this first day to expel someone doesn't... No. That just... No, that makes so little sense. And also, like, immediately giving them... Okay, it's a bit like how in Germany, after 4th grade, we are actually sorted, so to say, in 3 different kinds of middle schools and following that high schools. And sometimes it feels a bit like your potential is determined by that. It's not necessarily. There are always ways around, and it doesn't... What you truly are capable of is not dependent on which school you go to after 4th grade, but I felt still limited and I got to the highest, or so to say, but ultimately I decided when I changed schools, I got to one where I could graduate with any kind of degree that is possible from high school in Germany, which again there are 3 different ones, and that was much better for me because I wasn't really... I struggled with the education system up until the very end, but it got better towards 9th to 10th grade, and I was not a bad student before, but I certainly wasn't in my element, and I needed that time to figure these things out, and I think it's important to give people that time and not to determine their potential from just one test or just 4 years of school. That simply doesn't make sense to me.
Sometimes, pros have to be creative in order to succeed.
Burst speed!
4.13 seconds!
Katsuki Bakugo!
Okay, that's fast.
Explosion!
7.02 seconds!
My power is more useless than anyone else's in this school. Pathetic.
There are still 7 tests. Everyone's gonna be using their quirks on all of them and getting awesome results.
Every time I want to admire him, he follows it up by something mean.
So what do I do? I've got a ton of power, but I can only use it once, and it'll break me. Control! That's what I need. Maybe I can focus like All Might suggested.
You can harness one for all. It's simple. You have to feel it!
Can you be a little more specific?
So you already know what it's like to fire on all cylinders.
Yeah, like a lot of broken bones.
No, I'm talking about the rush inside. You must have felt it coursing through you. What was it like?
Or no, like whoosh, or maybe kapow, or
He is a green-haired Hinata. He is 100%. Like, just explaining his experience in sound effects is so Hinata.
Ooh, I know! Like an egg about to explode in a microwave!
That's pretty boring, but okay. If that's the metaphor you want to go with, then lower the wattage or decrease the cooking time. Whichever one works. Keep focusing on that image and keeping the egg from exploding, all right?
I can do that.
You've got 3 weeks until school. The more you concentrate, the faster you'll learn. Control over One for All isn't gonna happen overnight, but you'll nail it one day. You just gotta keep trying.
Okay. Keep the egg from blowing up.
Wow! You hit 540 kilograms? You're such a beast!
Yeah, like a muscly octopus.
Infinity? That's insane! How's that possible?
Well, if she really can nullify the gravity of an object. But one question, why are all these tests physical? I get that a lot of these superpowers are, and that there is a huge physical aspect to being a hero, but wouldn't you think that there are quirks that are not measured in physical strength? For example, her non-gravity, though it does help her with certain physical tasks, but I don't know, things like mind control, that would be an incredibly powerful quirk, but it wouldn't be able, like, it wouldn't shine through in these tests. Would it? Or the invisible one? How does his quirk help me with these physical tests?
It's bad. I've got to come up with some kind of a game plan. Everyone's had at least one crazy good score already. All that's left is this. The distance run, sit-ups, and the seated toe touch. It's now or never.
They are all
This is my best
physical.
chance to use one for all.
If Midoriya doesn't shape up soon, he's the one going home.
Huh? Of course he is! He's a quirkless loser!
He has a quirk. Did you not hear about what he did in the entrance exam?
Huh?
Here it comes.
Izuku! I'm really proud of you, son.
Young man, you too can become a hero.
I won't let them down!
What?
46 meters!
What gives? I was trying to use it just now.
I erased your quirk.
Huh?
The judges for this exam were not rational enough. Someone like you should never be allowed to enroll at this school.
Huh?
Wait, you did what to my... Those goggles! I know you! You can look at someone and cancel out their powers! The Eraser hero! Eraserhead!
Eraser? Who's that?
Oh, I've heard of him. I think he works on the down low.
Aizawa's one of those guys who doesn't like the media because he thinks they interfere with our work. And he judges celebrity heroes like me because I look good in the spotlight.
You're not ready. You don't have control over your power. Were you planning to break your bones again? Counting on someone else to save your useless body?
No, that's not what I was trying to do!
No matter what your intentions are, you would be nothing more than a liability in battle. You have the same reckless passion as another overzealous hero I know. One who saved 1,000 people by himself and became a legend. But even with that drive, you're worthless if you can only throw a single punch before breaking down. Sorry, Midoriya. With your power, there's no way you can become a hero.
First it was, with no power, there's no way you can become a hero. Now, you are given a power, there is no way you can become a hero because he can't control it. Is he listening to himself? Like, I'm supposed to like this character, but he's not doing a very good job as a teacher. If Midoriya cannot control his quirk, it is his job to teach him. I know there is a certain risk to it, but isn't it much more risky to let this kid out into the world without being able to control his quirk? And especially if you humiliate him like that. Like, what if he gets really emotional about it and uses his quirk accidentally? Or out of frustration? I'm confused. Why?
returned your impractical quirk. Take your final throw. Hurry and get it over with.
I wonder if our teacher gave him some advice.
Probably told him to start packing.
I'm here, Shetty.
Wait, who are you again?
I've only got one shot at nailing this, so what am I gonna do?
Is he going to use his quirk and have to forfeit the rest of the events like a fool? Or admit defeat and settle into last place? Either way, he doesn't belong here.
I still can't control my power, but I can't just give up either. Do I let the egg explode? It might be my only shot at staying at UA. I have to try something, no matter what the consequences!
A waste of a quirk.
Mr. Aizawa was right about what he said. If I can't control my quirk, there's no way I'll ever become a hero!
That is true, but he as a teacher should teach you, not dismiss you. There is a difference. Yes, without controlling your quirk, becoming a hero, not reasonable. But he should teach you. He is a teacher.
Hey, is he for real?
I have to work way harder than everyone else here if I want to succeed! Even if I have a lot to learn, I'll focus on what I can do right now! It hurts, but not as bad as before.
Were you planning to break your bones again? Counting on someone else to save your useless body?
Mr. Aizawa. You see, I'm still standing.
This kid. I was worried about you, young man, but you're doing a great job. You knew you had to use one for all, but not at full power, or else you'd be KO. So you propelled the ball at the last possible point of contact by sending the power of your quirk shooting through your fingertip.
We all saw it.
Minimizing the injury to your body while maximizing the throw. What the heck, young Midoriya? How did you go and get so cool?
Sign up.
I have thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts. Not sure I can put them into words, and this video is already way too long. But why is everyone such a douchebag at first glance? And it might be that I'm completely misjudging the situation. Even though it might not seem like it, I am on the autistic spectrum, and sometimes things fly over my head, straight over it. But goodness, I don't like, and I think that became very apparent throughout the reaction. I don't like the assessment of potential. Generally, that word just that has a bit of a personal thing. I was like the gifted child with so much potential if they would just learn more, which sucked. And on the other hand, I can imagine that it must also be pretty damn awful if people believe you have no potential at all. Like, as he mentioned at the beginning, not even his mother supported him in the way that he wished she had supported him. Which, at least from her perspective, I can kind of understand being overwhelmed with that situation. And she did support him in his endeavors. It was just that she didn't know the right thing to say in the moment. But as teachers, and I have faced this problem throughout my education also a lot with teachers who were just discouraging, like not encouraging at all. Teachers who would just criticize your flaws while never pointing out the positive or praise you for things you did good. And then that's just, well, discouraging and incredibly disheartening. I don't like this mentality at all. I think it doesn't lead to progress or development, and I think if we take this into a real life situation, we can see this in countries like Finland, who do very well with students by having individualized studies and a lot of positive encouragement and less of this strict learning. And I don't know. I'm obviously not an expert on the subject matter, but just this episode frustrated me. And again, maybe some of you can answer this to me in the comments. I don't understand how only and exclusively physical tests will determine your ability to be a hero, because I understand it's an important aspect, but there are such powerful quirks I can think of that would not be shown through a physical exam. So like, what about those? What about those? Anyways, I hope that you liked the video. Now, hopefully, I will be able to upload every week again on Wednesday. I'll try my best. Let's all just pray that the situation overall gets better. And I hope you have a wonderful and amazing day. See you next week. Bye!